Hi, this is Brian McHenry of McHenry Software. This brief short video is how to backup, restore, and/or send projects to McHenry Software for technical support. Sometimes when you're working on a project, you may want to make a backup for archival purposes, for transfer purposes, or for just to preserve your project in a certain state. You can back up just the input files, you can back up all the files, and then you can also conveniently send all project files to McHenry Software for technical support. How we do this is currently it's only in the grid, but we're going to be adding here to the upper left, instead of return to grid, there's going to be a drop down that'll have backup, restore, and send projects, which will be the same that are in the grid. Let's return to the grid. In the grid file menu, we open and you notice there are three items: backup project files, which are about 7 down, backup project files, restore project files to zip, or send project files to McHenry Software for tech support. Let's go through each one very quickly. To backup, you click on backup, and the default is to select all files, which you may want to do. That will send the entire project in its current form. If you want to save space and/or because of the fact that you can simply rerun a simulation, you can select all project input files. There's also an option for output files, other files, graphics files. Generally, select all files or select project input files is all you need. Next option is you want to check the path. Where do you want to save it? The default is to save it to the actual project. The project that you were looking at was our single vehicle rollover demo that's going to be included with the next update. And basically it just saves it to that, a zip file with the date and time. Well, you can change that path to save it to anywhere you want, basically a browser, and then you can go out and save it anywhere on your computer or on an external drive or on a network drive. Generally, then we just click backup. It processes and creates a zip file. Tells you that there was success, 34 files, and the name of the file. Now, if we actually go out to our directory, this is the SV rollover demo. That is the directory that we're running. You notice there are quite a few. How to sort it is you generally just click date here. Make sure that you have details on your view menu, details, and then date, and then it will have them dated. And you notice at 10:18, at 17 minutes and 31 seconds after was when that backup was done. There's others that were done at different times. The restore is very similar. Let's go ahead and close this. You go File, Restore Project. Now it shows you all the projects that are in your current directory. If you save your projects to a different directory or to a network drive, you can go out and actually, or a Dropbox even, you can go to the Dropbox, select a project from Dropbox if it's been backed up to the Dropbox, and then restore it from the Dropbox. A very convenient and easy way to back up, store, and share files across the network. We would just click on a file, any of these, and we'll take the last one that we did, which was at 1731. Now you can select all files. You can simply select an SI5 file if you want. For example, here's an SI5 file, or any of these files, or select all files and then just say restore an open project. It tells you you're going to overwrite, but since we backed up just now, basically it restores it back to where it was 5 minutes before. You can restore to hours before, etc. The third item that we're going to present is called Send Project to McHenry Software for Tech Support. If you ever have a graphics glitch or a problem with some software project, a lot of times the quickest way for us to resolve it is you simply send us the project, give us a brief description of what's going wrong. We look at it and we can tell you what steps to take to resolve it, or if it is a problem, we will fix it as soon as possible. Send project to McHenry Software for Tech Support. It gives you a little dialog that basically says we're going to create a zip file with the files required, and that zip file will have suffixed on it after zip support, because when you create a zip file, sometimes sending a zip file over network servers does not work properly, and so we put the support on there so it'll go through there. It'll be created, and we tell you to send it to support@mchenrysoftware.com, and that we will open the project file after. So you say OK, it processes a zip, it tells you it did 24 files, and you can look at which ones it backed up. And then here, if we actually go again to View, Details, we put date down, then you notice here at 2117, 4 meg size, was a support file. As you notice, it's a lot smaller than the zip file that we did in the backup earlier. And that is a conclusion of our presentation of how to backup, restore, and/or send projects to McHenry Software for technical support. Thank you.